Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praise, and honors to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say salutations to you brothers that's pushing this truth with sincerity. This is just going to be a topic covering a recent article in Sports Illustrated, basically going against this guy who was a former Green Bay Packer, Kabir. His name is Kabir Jabba. Hell, I can't even pronounce it. But basically, he's joined into the Hebrew Israelites. All right, I'll put it like that because that's the term they use. I'm gonna play this little presentation on Sports Illustrated web page or whatever. But they really are demonizing the Hebrew Israelites, and that's what this really is about, man. Especially when you got the whole Nick Cannon fiasco, the guy from the Philadelphia Eagles, hell, even Allen Iverson now. It's more and more and more. This truth is bothering people, man. All right, it's working up, major so-called media sources to come down on the Israelites, right? But we all knew this was coming. We all know it's part of prophecy. So, basically just putting this out for brothers to strap in, because a brighter light will be shined on what they deem is they'll say the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. But let's jump right into it, all right? Right, this is, like I said, the guy is Kabir Gabaja by Mila. It says he spent 9 seasons for the Green Bay Packers, right? All-time sacks leaders, so on and so forth. Hall of Fame 2013. It's only a 2-minute video.
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies.
Now, this guy, he's been on YouTube, and I'm not here to cover his doctrine because I don't know all his doctrine, but I know this guy got a YouTube channel called Pastor Dowell, right? And he do tell, as far as I know, Negroes that they're Israelites. He may be, for the ones that know Bubble-Eye Blackfish, his doctrine may be similar to that. Not sure, but it's not about the doctrine right now as far as going against what he's teaching wrong. But it's about how Sports Illustrated is covering this. It says in 2017, Gabaja, wife of 16 years, had left him after he joined a fringe religious group called the Straightway Truth Ministry, led by a controversial pastor named Charles Dowell, right?
Gentlemen, citizens of YouTube, this is Pastor Dow, and this is Brother Kabir. Brother Kabir, Brother Kabir, you're no stranger to the ministry now, everybody knows.
Now it says Straightway Truth Ministry. The ministry calls itself Hebrew Israelite and claimed to preach a literal reading of the Bible, right? Gabaja found the group while searching YouTube. And you can tell they showing these stills, they showing these clips, and they playing that ominous music in the background, all for effect. Like I said, when this is all said and done, the Hebrew Israelites is going to be so-called infamous. All right. And here it comes. The Southern Poverty Law Center has received several tips about Straightway Truth Ministry as a potential hate group. All right. And that's what they want to label us. A hate group. And soon to be terrorist group. All right. Because your boy Grandmaster Jay is back in the news. All right. So, and I'll probably do a separate video on that. But this is all how it's lining up. It is all lining up. All right. Esau knows that this is his time, and we're a major thorn in his side right now, pushing this truth. Okay. All these celebrities coming out, Hebrew Israelite this, children of Israel, that is shining a light on what we've been doing for years, all right? Starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, okay? Former members have made accusations of emotional, psychological, and sexual abuse against members of Straightway, which I don't have any, information on that. But I'm gonna keep playing this because it's gonna show some other things that's kind of, like I said, the demonization is coming. All right. Now it says friends and former teammates and coaches have voiced their concerns following two alarming public events or public incidents. All right.
911, what is the address of here?
It says Gabaja sent questionable messages to his children's school after objecting to their participation in a Christmas program. Right. And according to the Bible, according to the scriptures, we don't supposed to be celebrating these holidays. All right. So not going along with this world is considered what? Alarming. It says Green Bay police were called when two men described as followers of Gabaja showed up to the event with loaded guns. So another thing, those Israelites that's carrying guns, that's putting forth that message. All right. Not saying that this Pastor Dow is set up or whatever. I don't know enough information about him. But when it comes down to them demonizing the Hebrew Israelites, it's not going to be a separation. It's going to be a blanketed a rollout. All right. So you can understand.
We're at First Assembly, First Church in Green Bay. It's not necessarily an emergency in progress, but there was a police report filed earlier today in regards to Kabir Baja Pianilla and a posting on Facebook and some threats.
I was forced to sign over my IRA. My ex-wife pretty much is coming after me, and I don't think it's for the money. I just think that she just pretty much hates me for my religious belief.
And right, like I said, and that's really how it goes in this truth. When you come to this truth and you stop celebrating these holidays, you stop eating certain foods, you start withdrawing from this world and become more spiritual and coming back to who you are and what you are. Your current family that's around you at that time, a lot of times, start to dislike you. You don't want to have anything to do with you. Will refer to whatever you believe as a cult. The Sports Illustrated is putting it. So this is going to be pushed more. It's going to be hyped more. And believe me, those false flags, which Esau Edom is going to set up, are coming. All right? They are coming. Okay? Right, it says this guy has been estranged from his kids for over 2 years. And he has documented his journey on YouTube. So that's the point. This is the guy's page. Pastor Dowell, right? He got it looks like Yahuwah written on his shirt. So he might be closer to Bubble Eyes, as far as his actual doctrine and what they teach. Right? I have to go to the website and check it out. But like I said, the point really ain't about getting into this guy, because he got a couple current videos, Sports Illustrated writing articles about Straightway, ESPN and Sports Illustrated against Pastor Dow. So yeah, they're talking about this guy, man. All I know is this guy lives on a compound. From the couple videos I have watched, he pushes it's nothing wrong with he pushes his gun rights, but that gun is not going to save you at the end of the day. All right. So a lot of Israelites are going to, let me put it this way, aren't spiritual. They really aren't spiritual. All right. If we're going to be saved out of this thing, it's going to be by the faith and belief in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, period. Okay? There's nothing wrong with having a gun. There's nothing wrong with having this guy has a farm or whatever, food or whatever. But when it comes down to brass tacks, if you're not part of the elect, right, you're not gonna make it, man. All right, let's grab a couple scriptures and let's end this off. I don't want to be this too long. This is Galatians 4:16. It says, "Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?" Right. So, so going back to the Sports Illustrated thing, this guy not celebrating holidays or wanting his children to participate in the Christmas play. All right, him having a firearm. Because Green Bay is basically it's Edomites up there, man. I had to do some work up in Green Bay once, and it's basically all Edomites. So he was there because he was a former Packer or whatever. But him showing up to that assembly or followers showing up with loaded guns, man, it's, Jake got to be wise in this world. You can have whatever you're going to have, but you got to appear harmless as a dove to move into society, right? And because he's pronouncing that he is a Hebrew Israelite, and they calling it a fringe group, right? Southern Poverty Law Center calling it a hate group. All right, all these things are adding up to build a case. And then finally you got Grandmaster Jay talking about the 12 tribes. And he's getting ready to do his thing. So everything is adding up. It's adding up. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Right. And I'm using the scripture as far as the world. We know we're going to be enemies to the world because the world is wicked. Let me get that real quick. Right. Let's go to the book of John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth because I testify of it. Right. We go out here and we basically accuse and point the finger at the world for being contrary to what? The ways, the standards, the commandments of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? It says, the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. This is an evil, wicked world that we live in. All right? And anybody in their right mind should not be joining themselves more into it in these last days. You should be completely coming out of it, separated. All right? Use his word for, like the scriptures say, use his word but not abusing it. Use it for what you need to get out of it, but really separate yourself from it. All right? These divisions are lining up. Nick Cannon is seeing it. All right? Nick Cannon is going through it now, man. He said he want to lead the earth because of all the hell he's catching. All right? You cannot have a prominent position in this society and basically tell the truth without being penalized. All right? And a lot of these entertainers, actors, musicians, etc., they're not ready to walk that walk. They're not ready to walk that walk. So the world has to hate you. That's how you know you're doing the right thing. But that's the point. I don't want to, keep going on and on. I think that was it as far as the scriptures. I got one more, 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power to the pulling down of strongholds. All right? So the J's and the issues, as the elder put it, you can't really talk about them too much. That's how you know who's in the power seat, who's in the controlling seat. All right? When you get that much push back when you're over the target. All right? They're at the top of the pyramid. They're at the top of the capstone. All right? They're the all-seeing eye. They run the show. So once you get on them, all hell is about to break loose. Verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the power, and bringeth into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai, right? So you becoming a new man, right? He had to let go of his old kids. It says in this last little shot, he's been estranged for 2 years from his wife and his old kids and had to get remarried. All right? Sometimes that's a part of it. That's a very real effect that might come in these last days. That woman you thought was with you might not be with you. The kids, she might turn them against you. All right? You really got to be sold out for this faith, because you are about to get tested. And that's the point. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Say shalom next time.